Hello everybody and welcome back to Balake Farms, Saxlingham. In the previous episode we brought a new tractor. We sold a lot of wood products, we got the grapes all up and running, but this episode we have now got all of our fields to harvest. So both canola fields are ready and both oat fields are ready. So what we're going to do, I'm going to chuck this header on. I'm going to start harvesting as soon as this rain has stopped. So I'm hoping it's going to stop any second now, because it does give cloud. We've just had a tornado, so I can't wait to see what damage that's done to me poor crops. But never mind. Let's get this header on. I'm going to go bring a tractor to remove this header in a minute, but I'm hoping we can snake out of here. And as soon as that rain has officially stopped, I will crack on and start the harvest. So we've also now got a lot of eggs down at the chickens. They seem to have multiplied over the last couple of months. I think it's just 1 month, to be fair. And look at what they laid overnight. So they've still got 23,000 litres of food, and we're soon going to have to grow another wheat crop, barley or sorghum, just to keep them going. And there on our grape side of things, we've now got quite a few pallets of grapes. So trigger's not quite full yet, but it's definitely plenty of there to start turning into raisins. So as you can see from the map, we have field 7, 19, 3 and 2 to all harvest. I don't think our corn is ready yet. Where is our corn? No. So it's a ways off being ready, so it's not the end of the world. I'm just going to speed time up a bit just to see if we can get this rain to stop. We've also got run out of wood now, but we have got 10 pallets of long and 7 wood beams, so we'll get them sold at some point as well. So hopefully this rain stops shortly, because we can't harvest while it's raining because we'll miss out on our crop. So let's just speed it right up. Let's get that. There we go. So we should be able to start a harvest. So I'm going to whip around with the combine harvester. I'll crack on until I've got a full tank, and then I might set it on a worker while I start carting across, because we're going to take this straight to the oil factory. I'm going to start producing canola oil, and it will be very good. Start producing and hopefully start making money. So I'll get cracked on and I'll see how I get on. Right, so that's our first empty. So we've got that whole field in one tank, and we got halfway around the headland on this one. So we're just emptying into the trailer now, and then I can carry on. Obviously, when we start doing the oats, we're going to have a straw swath. So I'll probably have the baler on the back of the Voltra, get a worker combining, and then I can follow baling, and then we can get them all picked up. And then I'm hoping this year we can store them and sell them in December so we can get the most profit off them possible. But, so yeah, we've got the Voltra there, and that will probably end up on the baler first. So we don't need it quite just yet, but I'll crack on and we'll see how much further we can get with this harvest. I'd imagine we'll get the rest of the field in that one trailer. So it should be about 50,000 litres, and we can tip it straight into the oil mill and start getting oil producing. And then we need to work out our crop in the next year. So next month, obviously, we would replant canola. And the question is, I think we'll do one big field of canola. We'll use one of these fields for chicken feed. So we'll plant wheat or barley in it, possibly wheat. And then the other two fields, we need to work out, do we want corn or what we need? So I'll keep thinking about it, but for now I'll get this field done and then I will join you guys again shortly. So that is the canola harvest all done. So we'll see, we're at 75%, so I think we might get it all in one trailer load. So unfortunately we've got under 50,000 litres, but it should make some good oil when we get it to the oil mill. So what I'll do is I'll get this out the field, wrapped up, and I'll get a worker to start doing our oat field. And then from there, we'll be able to bale behind in the Voltra, and then we can use the Fendt to cart back and forth to... So I think we're going to dump it straight into the cereal factory. I might leave a load out that if we're strapped for cash we can sell later on. but most of it is going to go straight into the factory. And then once that corn's ready, we'll start making some cereal. We also need to get the honey as well. So we've got logs and we've got eggs, so we will sell them to fund our honey production and bits like that, so we can definitely start to make a few pounds. Because I wouldn't mind buying another couple of fields, but a bit more local than that quite bad field we bought. It's not an easy field, that, so that probably will be on the get shot when we've got a few pounds, and we'll put it towards buying a bigger field this way on. Right, let's get this header on this trailer. Ooh. Ah, look at that. I did get it first time. Right, I'll take this combine down to the field now. And then we can get started on our oats. Right. Header hooked on. We'll take it all in a one-up. And let's get these oats in. Right, that is the oats started, so just enabled the straw swath. So we're going to run this now over to our oil production area and we'll get it tipped. So we've got 48,149 litres of canola seed. So we'll get this tipped in there and then we'll get it switched on and we'll get it producing. We'll then drive this up to the oat field ready to unload, and then I think we'll grab the Voltra and the baler. I'll try and keep up with the combine and do one field, but I might end up setting a worker to do the next field, because then we want to be starting to move some bits about and get some money in the bank so we can carry on expanding our empire. So let me run this across the oil mill. I'll get it tipped. So here we are, tipping our first ever load into our new oil mill. So it's going through the grain door again a bit slowly, but we are getting it all tipped. So that is a big rig into a big factory. So we will get it switched on. So down to productions, let's turn on canola oil and we're going to get it storing, so we should virtually get it half filled. So let's have a look back at our cereal. So we're going to need, so the honey is the bit what we're going to be struggling with, so we desperately need to get some honey because we're going to get the oats in there today. Well, we can put 87,000 litres of oats in today. We'll soon have some raisins, because we're going to turn this on, and I'm going to move some grapes over into it and start getting some raisins made. So that's one of the jobs we'll be doing after we've started baling it and if we've got a free tractor. So that is now set for making our canola oil, and we are now going to run across to the field, get this parked outside of where he's doing our oats, and then from there we'll run and get the new Voltra that we haven't used yet, get the baler on, and we'll start following behind. So yeah, I'll probably park this in the car, the little pulling up here, which I think we can buy. It is it is a bit of an area, so we could put a production or something here, but I'm not sure. Right. and get that pulled up. I'll jump in the Voltra and let's go find our baler. I'm just having a look to see what we can plant. So, can't do barley until September. Granola we can do next month. Could put carrots in today, but we don't have a lot of use for carrots. Obviously, we could put a cover crop in. But yet again, don't really need to. Could do popular. But yeah, so wheat September, which we want to do. Oats is September as well. Granola is next month, and then corn is all the way in April. So there won't be a lot of drilling to be done today, but we'll carry on baling as we go, and then we should be on top of all the baling. And then we've got to pick up this field, and obviously once we've harvested next field, we'll have to do the same. So I think I'm going to steal one of the tractors in a minute, and I'm going to go put it on the low loader, and we're going to get all of the wood loaded up, and we're going to get the eggs loaded up, and we're going to get them all sold so we can get some more cash in, because it would be nice to buy another field but a bit more local. So just let him spin around if he makes it, and then we'll get him unloaded, and then I will probably pinch. I might take the Voltra and then leave the Fent here because it's a bit more powerful for pulling the trailer, and it won't struggle with the baler either, and then we can get loaded up and moved across. Right, I thought I'd just get the baling done in this field, considering it was virtually done. So we've got the combine emptied, so we're going to get our workers set up in that next field. I'll go tip what oats we have straight into the factory now, and then we'll come back, keep him emptied, and then we're going to steal the Voltra, and we're going to go load up with wood, eggs, and then we'll probably move the grapes into the raisin factory as well and get that going. So plenty to do, but we'll get it all done. So I've just loaded up what wooden products we had. This is the last before we need to fill it back up now. So when we're less busy after drilling and all that, we will find a few more trees and we'll carry on making some. We can get these sold. Let's see how much we can make. So 124,000 plus £15,000 environmental. So really not bad. So we'll run back to the yard now. I'm going to put the eggs on and the grapes. We'll get the grapes dropped off into the raisin factory, and then we'll bring the eggs up here to sell, and then we should have plenty of money in the kitty to do some bits with. Because obviously we desperately need our honey production now, because that is the weakest link in our chain to make cereal. So I'll run back down there, and then hopefully by the end of this episode we can have a honey factory. So I'll see you shortly. So here we are with our first load of grapes. So let's put them into this little factory. I'm hoping it'll take all of them. We've only got 9,000 litres on board, so I think it should take pretty much them all. I don't think it takes them in this style, so we might have to decant them into the trailer that we're using for the oat. So the worker is full now, and I'm pretty sure that's going to fill up this trailer. So when we nip over, I'll decant the grapes into the Bailey trailer and then we can get them tipped. So let's get this emptied. Oh, it's going to be a shame because I don't think we're going to quite get it in. He's on the last breed of this field. So I think this will take us up to 99% or 100%, shall we say. So we will have to just pop back or take the combine up there. It'd be easier to bring the trailer, but never mind. We'll get it emptied into here. Then we'll nip over to the grape factory and we'll decant all of them boxes into this trailer. And then we'll get the raisins going. So just pulled the combine back to the yard, got it unloaded, filled it up with some diesel, and now that I can take this trailer over, can finally get our grapes decanted and tipped into the raisin factory. And then what we'll do is we'll run those eggs up to the sell point, and then we should have plenty of money to build our honey production. So we're probably going to get some bees as well, and then have honey production and bees. So we've got fake honey and real honey, but we'll get it unloaded and then we'll head up to the store and then we can see you there and see what we're going to do next. So there we are, that's our first load of grapes going into our production. So I'm hoping it'll take all 9,000 litres and we don't have to leave some in the trailer. It looks like it has done, so we should now be able to set the grape production making raisins. So every 2 grapes equals 1 raisin. So that's perfect, right. Now I'm going to jump back in the Voltra and head to the sell point with the eggs. But first we do need to check where the eggs can be sold. So let's have a look. So it's not the best month, but the money is pretty good at the moment. We just need to get money in the bank. So we're going to go to the farmer's market and sell them there. So I'll see you guys there. So here we are at the sell point. So let's get these eggs sold. Oh, it's not going to work apparently. So yeah, it's not selling there. I'm not 100% sure that it's marked the right one, so we'll run around all the sell points here quickly and just see if we can find, because I think these are just for grain. So I'd imagine there's one inside that's the farmer's market. So let's just open this one. If it will open. Maybe not. Right, well I'll go and try and find the sell point and then I'll catch up with you when we found it. Right, let's give this one a go. There we go, that's better. See, we've got £30,000 for that load. So that is perfect. So let's head back to our area now. We should have enough to build our honey production. So if we go to constructions, factories, we should have one of these that is our honey production. So just quick search for it. There it is. So I'm going to get this put next to our grape production. And there we have it. We now have our honey production going as well. Once we get some, it needs sugar, corn and water. So we could buy some sugar in as long as we've got enough corn. And then that would sort that problem out. But at the same time, what we're going to do, so I'm going to get some real bees. Ooh, wrong one. So let's have a look. Construction, animals, bees. So here we go. And we're going to get, I think we're going to get quite a large enclosure. And we can put it over here. No, let's put it over here. And then what we need to do is get one of these little trigger points and put it right inside. There we go. We also have the real bees on the farm. And they should be making us plenty of honey at the same time as our honey production. And you can see them all flocking around. Right guys, I think we're going to leave it there for today. We've done quite a lot. We've got all of our fields harvested. We've got our oil productions now turned on. We've now got our honey productions ready. And then next episode, we should be able to harvest our corn. Maybe. And then we can get going with our cereal as well. So, thank you for watching. If you like the video, please give it a thumbs up. Any suggestions, please leave them below. And if you hit the subscribe button and ring the little bell, you'll get a notification of this next video. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you next time.